The federal shutdown may be over, but the consequences remain, from slowed economic growth to political turmoil on Capitol Hill.
Doug Luzader has more from Washington this morning on what comes next.
The doors of the federal government are once again open, and around the country, furloughed federal workers are heading back in.
I enjoy working, so I'm glad to be back. That's all I got to say.
The markets, though, had plenty to say yesterday. A massive sell-off, and beyond skepticism over tech stocks, it was fueled in part by overall economic uncertainty. For one thing, the absence of key economic reports has meant no one's really sure where things are heading.
We will never know what the unemployment rate was in October.
And the president's chief economic advisor says the economy will take a hit from the shutdown.
I think that at the beginning of the quarter, we were expecting a 3 to 4% GDP number in the fourth quarter, which would be consistent with the numbers over the last 2 quarters. And so now you're looking at something about half of that.
And while the nation's airways are returning to normal and SNAP food benefits will soon be paid out again, the uncertainty extends to Capitol Hill.
That means we need more effective leadership.
Democrats are questioning whether Senator Chuck Schumer can still lead the Democratic caucus after the shutdown failed to achieve their goals.
Leader Schumer had met with his Democratic senators to try to prevent that from happening this time, but now they're walking away pretty empty-handed.
And Doug, there has been a lot of talk over back pay for some of these federal workers. How long is it going to take for them to get all of that?
Well, those checks are going to start going out pretty soon. You know, it kind of depends on the department and so on. As I recall, they said with the control tower, the air traffic controllers, that it would be within 48 hours or so before some initial paychecks would start moving again. You know, just like everything else, like every other aspect of this shutdown, it takes a while to get things through the pipelines.
And then with those SNAP benefits, Doug, we're hearing that people will have their cards, their EBT debit cards, loaded by November 20th. Is that kind of the same situation nationwide, or is that still state by state?
Well, I assume that's a state-by-state issue. I mean, these are programs funded by the federal government, but administered by the states. So the states have some flexibility in terms of how those things are paid out. And, you know, different states handled the shutdown differently.
All right, Doug Luzader in Washington for us. As always, we thank you, sir. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right.